Hey, my name's Paranjay. I'm from Delhi and my dad is in the army, so I'm a Fauji kid. So I graduated from Christ Bangalore. I was doing my BBA honors from there and I'm specialized in marketing. So the love for marketing was always there. And right now I'm interning with Performics. I was always interested in this subject, so I would search for things online. I would also try to understand some of the digital marketing aspects, but I couldn't really understand most of them. But I still tried going through them. So I came across this brand Kraftshala. I love their creatives. I love the brand as well. Actually, I found MLP because of an ad. I generally don't trust ads. I saw this ad on Instagram, but I was at that moment looking for jobs. I was not finding any good job. I just graduated, and the USP that Kraftshala has that it gets you a 4.5 minimum package. It gets you placement. That was the sealer. It sealed the deal. But except for that, also I had some trust in Kraftshala that I'll learn something. Honestly, for me, it wasn't that hard because the classes in Kraftshala are very engaging, and it's not as if for 10 hours you were going to be studying. You hardly study for 2 hours, then you have your teamwork, you have your group project, you have your behavioral skills class. That is more like mindfulness, like meditation and all. So it actually calms you down for the day. It was a great time and it didn't seem like it was too much of a work. Before, I was trying to go through the videos. I had my certificate courses that I was trying to do, but I didn't really feel that I'm learning something that will get me paid or I'm learning enough in depth and it might land me a job. So everything, be it from SEO, Facebook ads, Google ads, whatever we have learned, all these things are really like industry driven. It's what is happening in the real world. So that is totally something that is what I would say is functional skill that I value the most. So the whole session is a mind opener. You usually start with relaxing yourself. You probably are doing some dance or a meditation. So after that, it's just like a TED talk. I wouldn't say it's just like one way. We are having a lot of interactions and activities during the time. But Simona really handles herself well, and she used to talk about perspectives and how talk about people and their emotional needs and requirements. So it was great. It was great. Obviously, the interaction also with our teammates, interaction was the most during those sessions only. So you have your group projects definitely, but at that moment you're only working with the group. But in behavioral classes, we would have our groups mashed up. So every day there's a different group. So that way we actually know everyone in the batch really well. I was not finding jobs. The main reason for me to come over here was to get a job. And before the process ended, in January itself, I got placed. And that was a very special moment for me because I've never really worked before. And then getting selected for a company, and after the long process that we had, that time of placements was a lot of work. There was a lot of work. So finally getting that was actually surprising as well, but it was a great moment for me basically. So that time is very hectic, but at that moment, Kraftshala, they have their regular calls. They catch up with you. They ask you how you're doing. They suggest you what you can do for your next interview, for your next placement. But I feel like the most important thing, the best thing that helped me was making friends. And when you have friends, you can vent out if you have any frustration. You can vent out with even your Kraftshala mentors. They're really nice. So not just that, they'll also help you get your tasks done, guide you through. So friends will help you the most. It's great. I mean, we've always been with friends, with people, obviously, but here for once, like working group assignments is something which is a myth in college and schools. Only one or two people are actually working and getting things done. But over here, it's everyone has to equally put in effort. Varna, it's not possible for you to complete your work and get quality work. And since there is so much work, we are spending at least 3 to 4 hours on group projects or every day. So if one person is doing it every day, there's no chance. So teamwork is definitely there, communication is there, work communication is there. It feels like we are sharing our ideas, which generally doesn't happen in casual conversations. So professional conversation, professionally getting work done was the best thing I had over here. Okay, so first of all, I came here by my own will, and the motivation was the highest than school or college. I felt I was being pushed to go there. And here the classes were so engaging, they were so interesting. I actually want to attend and learn more. For those 10 hours, you're always very interested. In school, you will, for 8 hours, if you're going to school, for 8 hours, you want to sleep. Because the learning that we have over here, it feels like we're going to use this, it's valid, it's required, I'm going to use this very soon. But you don't have this kind of learning in school or colleges. It's very vague. God knows when you use them. And it feels like you'll never require them. You don't need it. Here, whatever we're learning is something that we need. And that's why the motivation factor for me was pretty high. I would say I have become more professional. I have become more career driven because over here everyone is very passionate about their work. So when you have that, the kind of people you have, the instructors, the mentors you have, they're all very talented. So it motivates you. And I've become more career driven because of that. Okay, so I was already talking about the mentors who would call you for catch-up sessions. That was definitely great since we could tell what we feel was not going right or if we needed more help. But except for that, also we had our Google chat where everyone was always very active. If you have a problem, people will come up with a solution or at least they'll react to it very soon. So in that sense, actually Google chat was really, really helpful. Right now, what's happening is that we have been assigned a buddy, a mentor, who weekly asks us what we are doing and tells us how we can do better and like crack the internship itself. Honestly, I was not even expecting this. I would ask them to have their cameras on if they are really, really interested to study. So keeping a camera on will make you ask more questions and it will keep you more interested in the classes itself. Except for that, I would ask them to make more friends. Friends are gonna take you all the way, I'm telling you.